Located at the southern tip of Laguna de Bae and at the foot of the mythical Mount Makiling, the city of Calamba is rich in history and natural beauty. Bound on the east by Laguna de Bae, Calamba has easy access to a rich source of fresh water produce and a vast agricultural area devoted to the planting of rice and diversified crops such as vegetables, fruits, root crops, coffee, coconut, and sugarcane. About an hour's ride from Metro Manila, Calamba is also a popular tourist destination with its more than 600 hot spring resorts as main attraction, earning its name as the resort capital of the Philippines. Calamba was designated as the regional center of Calabar Zone in October 2003. Today, it is an important modern industrial center with a large number of industrial parks and commercial establishments located in and around the city, including an SM Mall, SM City, Calamba. While it continues its journey to progress, Calamba retains its special place in Philippine history as the birthplace of our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. And as the Rizal at 150 celebrations come to a close this June, the special edition of My City, My SM, My Cuisine celebrates his life and times through a culinary tour of Calamba, Laguna. My City, My SM, My Cuisine. Hello, I'm Cora Alvina, your guide to My City, My SM, My Cuisine. People with a proud sense of regional identity have brought forth Philippine regional cuisine. Our scattered archipelagic geography sustains varied cultures and distinct cuisines. Culinary styles evolved among the major regions of the archipelago, the variations traceable to our rich natural resources and to the gustatory tendencies and communal practices of families and communities. Contact with foreigners has also played a major influence in the current flavors of our cooking. My City, My SM, My Cuisine is a joint project of SM and the Philippine Star. It aims to help us discover our rich culinary heritage by identifying, retrieving, and promoting traditional cooking and techniques. This is food heritage conservation at its very best. My City, My SM, My Cuisine. We are in the Jose Rizal Calamba Shrine, just a stone's throw away from the old City Hall and across the street from the church. It is one of the most visited destinations for historical and cultural purposes. It averages about 270,000 visitors annually. The shrine is a replica of the original ancestral Spanish colonial-style house where Rizal was born on June 19, 1861. The old house was destroyed during World War II, and President Quirino, after the war, ordered its reconstruction in 1949 through the supervision of national artist, architect Juan Nakpil. Inaugurated in 1950, the Rizal Shrine is today maintained by the National Historical Commission and houses furniture and kitchenware of the colonial era, as well as some Rizal memorabilia and reproductions of his written works and drawings. This special edition of My City, My SM, My Cuisine will try to take us back to the time of Rizal. And we are honored and privileged that the National Historical Commission has allowed us to film in this shrine. And We are also privileged and delighted that some of the Rizal descendants and relatives will be with us in this very special edition when they share with us the food of Rizal's time and Rizal's family. We will see all of this when My SM, My City, My Cuisine returns. My City, My SM, My Cuisine. Legend has it that the name Calamba came from a lost in translation encounter between two lost soldiers and a young lady carrying a jar of water and a wooden stove. She answered Calabanga, meaning stove or kalan, and water jar or banga, thinking that they were asking what she was carrying. They, of course, thought that that was the name of the place they were in. The legend is immortalized in a large concrete jar erected in the city plaza that is considered the world's biggest clay pot. The clay pot plays a role again in our first heirloom recipe, chicken adobo sa gata sa palayok, which Miss Barbara Gonzalez has so graciously agreed to share with us. Miss Barbara Gonzalez is a top-notch executive and a prize-winning author. She won the National Book Award in 1992 and continues to write her column, Second Wind, for the Philippine Star. She is now in the jewelry business with her cousin Mia Faustman, developing a line of women of Rizal jewelry. She would have made her illustrious ancestor proud were he with us today. Mitams.
Yes,
And how are you related to this illustrious ancestor?
I am the great-granddaughter of his sister Maria.
I see.
And maybe he would be proud of my cooking?
Yes, apart from everything else. And thank you for sharing this with us.
Well,
What do we do next?
well, this is a recipe I serve to my guests who
Okay.
visit me in Calamba. no?
Okay.
And so it's a kind of native. And you begin with marinating chicken with vinegar, salt, and pepper,
All right.
and garlic. And you marinate this actually at most 3 days before.
Oh my
If
goodness.
you think about it. But if you don't, you can marinate it kahit na gaano. And then you put the whole thing into the pot. Can you,
Yes,
hello?
yes.
Wait, maybe we will spill it, you know.
No, we won't.
You know, the thing to do here, after you put everything with the suka, it's just suka, bawang, asin, and paminta,
Okay.
is to make sure it boils and not to stir it.
Not to stir it.
No, you don't stir it and you don't cover it.
No
Because-
stirring, no covering.
No covering, because this is vinegar. When you cook with suka, you cannot cover. You cannot stir until it has boiled. Otherwise, you cut the sourness.
Ah, is that what they say? Nakikilaw yung suka.
Nagilaw yung suka pag
Hinalo.
hinalo mo at hindi pa kumukulo. Okay. Okay, so now you have to wait for it to make kulo.
I can already smell it. But tell me, why do you use a palayok instead of the usual cooking vessel?
You know, that's what my lola taught me kasi masuka ito di ba? So she said it's better to cook it in a palayok because palayoks are made of clay. They're organic.
Alright.
There is no combustion or what between the suka and the say aluminum where there's a chemical reaction.
And you risk a metallic taste.
That's right.
I see.
So that's why I cook it in a palayok.
Okay.
And then when it looks like this na, then you can put the gata. Okay? Of course, because I'm cooking now, I use canned gata. It's easier.
Alright.
And then you make it boil again.
And you don't cover it still.
No, you don't. I don't like to cover it because I like to, you make the gravy reduce itself.
I see.
Yeah.
And it's got a different color. Is that because of the luya? It's a little yellowish.
That's the chicken fat.
It's the chicken fat. Oh my.
Yeah, it's the chicken fat. And you put the luya, you put the luya to medyo kill the lansa of the chicken. Natural lansa of the
Yes,
chicken.
yes.
That's why you have luya in there.
And so we make it boil again until...
And then we make it boil again. After we make it boil again, okay, now we have a choice. No? If my guests are coming soon, I will put the mustasa in.
Okay.
And serve it. If I like to serve them their vegetables with the adobo.
Alright.
If not, maybe I'll save it, I'll make it cool and then put it in the fridge in the palayok.
In the palayok, still.
And then keep it until my guests come. And when my guests come, I'll heat it, shred it, and serve it shredded. And they can wrap it up in the mustasa.
Oh.
Yeah, and eat it like we eat now, di ba? We wrap a lot of things in mustasa, like buro.
Wow. I've never tried that.
Yeah, so that's the way I cook this. It's at the same time it's native to me,
Yes.
and then it can be very poetic.
Yes.
So that's the way I like it. You know, may mix, always mix. What is native and what is poetic. Now it's cooked. So
Okay.
now we can start putting it in a bowl, but we will serve it, let's say tomorrow. Okay.
Why tomorrow?
Let's say we have guests tomorrow. I prefer to cook this ahead of time.
Alright.
And then soak it overnight. And then tomorrow we'll put it back in the palayok and we will heat it and we will add the mustasa. Or we will serve, or we'll just prepare the mustasa and serve it so our guests can roll it up in the mustasa.
Alright.
Okay. So you see, I've made this with whole garlic cracked because I know that there are people who like that and people who don't like garlic. So if it's big and cracked, anyway, the same flavor goes into the sauce. They can pick it out and leave it, you know.
And not run into it.
Yeah.
I will not eat it.
Yeah. There.
So there we have it. Adobo sa gata sa palayok
Ni Miss Tui.
ni Miss Tu. My city, my SM, my cuisine. Pasiano Rizal, Jose Rizal's elder brother, is said to be the man behind our national hero, the man who influenced and inspired him to love his country. As Jose's only brother, he helped finance his education and supported him in all his struggles against the Spaniards and the fight for Philippine freedom and democracy using his writings. After Jose's execution, he escaped to Cavite to join the rebellion against Spain. He was captured and subjugated during the Filipino-American War, forcing him to live a peaceful life in his modest home in Los Baños, where he lived his last years. We are in the Pasiano Rizal Shrine in Los Baños, Laguna. It was designed by renowned architect Andres Luna de San Pedro, the son of painter Juan Luna. Pasiano was very unassuming. He liked to stay in the background, and his home reflects this. Pasiano Rizal had a daughter named Emiliana, who married Narcisa Rizal Lopez's son, Antonio. They had 4 children: Eugenia, Tita Henny, who passed away at the age of 96, Tito Fran, who lives still and is almost 99, Tito Munding, who is 96, and Tito Peping, 88. We will be joined in this home by their children, Esther Asurin and Maria Elena Wihanco and Ben Villaruz. They will share with us their family's heirloom recipes. There's tinolang manok, but they will do their version called tinonang manok sa kalabasa. And there is this very intriguing dish called lutong insik. We shall repair to the kitchen very soon. Nandito po tayo sa kusina ng tahanan ni Pasiano Rizal. At kasama po natin ang kanilang descendants. Si Esther, si Ben, si Ninit, and a surprise visitor na hindi naman visitor dito sa lugar na to. Kanila ito, si Tito Peping.
Lolo.
Lolo Peping. Maraming salamat po. At nagpapasalamat kami that you allowed us this indulgence of having us in your home and cooking for us. Ang uunahin po natin ay ang lutong inchi.
Yes. Isang paboritong putahe ng mga Rizal.
Ay, talaga po.
Paborito.
Bakit po lutong inchi ang tawag?
Kasi siguro ayun na remnant nung naiwanan sa akin ng mga ninuno nanay.
Meron po kayong Chinese ancestry.
Ay, oo, talaga.
Tig.
Kaya, ito nyo, sungkit.
Siguro ako din. Baka naman kamag-anak din ako yung mga Rizal. Esther, being the head foodie, I suppose, maaaring sabihin mo sa amin kung ano-ano ang inilalagay dito sa lutong inchi.
Okay, pinakuluan ito meron tayong chicken broth. Ang nagamit natin ay yung manok na orihinal na Pilipino, yun dun makukuha yung tunay na lasa. Ilalagay natin ang luya,
Okay.
may sibuyas, tapos papakuluan natin yan ng maigit, konting asin, konting paminta, kikoman.
Specific yung kikoman, ano?
Tapos,
Importante yung huli, dito kayo.
ulit. Ito ang sikreto, itong kastanyas
Kanyas.
at repolyo.
Mahirap ba yun?
Madali. Meron sa akin.
Meron na tayong chicken stock kasi nakapagpakulo na tayo ng manok, nakapagpalambot na
Tama.
tayo. Ang panlasa. Masarap na. Masarap na.
So, papakuluan lang natin, tapos lalagay na natin yung kastanya. Yun ang huling-huling ilalagay.
Ayun lang. So parang talagang slow fire simmering. So continuous cooking siya.
Papakuluan na lang natin at ito ay pwede na kainin.
Ang lutong inchi. My city, my SM, my cuisine. Ang isusunod namang ipapakita sa atin ay ang tinolang manok. Pero tila naiiba sa tinolang manok na sa katagulugan na nakikita ko dahil doon ang nilalagay ay papaya. Ito ang nilakalagay ay ilalagay natin ay kalabasa.
Kalabasa at may papaya.
At may papaya rin. At may
Siling haba.
siling haba na ang tawag din yata ay siling pare. Kaya siguro angkop na angkop. Kung maaalala po nyo, sa Noli Me Tangere ay binanggit ang tinolang manok. At ang nagagalit na fraile dahil ang napunta sa kanyang plato ay ang mabutong leeg at pakpak at ang napakagandang mga parte ay napunta sa bida ng nobela. Simulan po natin ano ang kailangan natin sa paggawa ng tinolang manok sa kalabasa.
At mantika. Yung karaniwang pagluto ng tinolas, bawang, sibuyas, luya na pahaba.
Okay.
Yung manok na pinakuluan.
Okay.
At ang sikreto, patis ang gagamitin natin is asin.
Ano ito?
Papaya.
Papaya na talagang
Hilaw na papaya.
hilaw, hindi lang maniba lang.
Ito.
And
Dahon ng sili.
dahon ng talbos
sili.
ng sili.
Dahon.
Hindi lang talbos. Okay. So,
Okay,
mag-umpisa
so-
tayo.
Ang nakita ko sa lola ko, lahat pinipit.
At ang susunod natin ay ang
Sibuyas na Tagalog.
okay,
Ah,
ang pati.
Hindi, ito ng manok pinasali.
Ang manok na. Okay.
Napakuluan na to.
Mhm.
So, nandito na yung sabaw.
I see.
Ibang klase po kasi may kalabasa.
Yun nga.
At masustansya.
Siguro ito pwede din na diet food, no? Kasi chicken is meat, lean, meron siyang greens, dark green.
Nandito na lahat, no?
Nandyan lahat. So,
It looks colorful.
maganda pa.
Green.
Siguro kung magkukulang, pwedeng dagdagan ng sabaw and then adjust lang the seasoning, no? Siguro yung alat at
Kagaya ng aking ama, si Edmundo, mahilig yan sa sabaw. Araw-araw dapat may sabaw sa lamesa.
malinamnam. At saka dahil may kalabasa, merong konting ambag na very, very slight na katamisan yung lasang kalabasa. No? At saka yung anghang noong siling pare. Thank you.
ulitin, ay talagang uulit kami.
Medyo na pala din ang liya.
My city, my SM, my cuisine. Attorney Fernando Alonso is the great-grandson of Manuel, the youngest brother of Teodora Alonso, the mother of Rizal. His grandparents had a very close relationship with Trinidad, the last living sister of Jose Rizal, and they cared for her during her old age. Attorney Alonso is a graduate of the Ateneo Law School, and he has his own law firm. He also teaches at the Philippine Cambridge College of Law in Las Marinas, Cavite, and he is now Bishop of the Orthodox Catholic Church of the Philippines. But this afternoon, Attorney Alonso is a foodie as he shares his family's heirloom recipe of sinigang na isda sa sampalok. Magandang hapon po. And thank you for sharing this with us. We know there are many variants of sinigang, but you are going to do for us sinigang na tanigi. And how do we begin?
Actually, ito po this was transmitted to us. The one who taught me how to cook sinigang is my dad, Attorney Benjamin Alonso Sr. And according to him, this is one of the favorites sinigang of Rizal, together with sinigang sa miso. They also eat sinigang sa miso.
Okay.
But this time, I think I will do this sinigang na tanigi with some vegetables here, kangkong, sprout. This is sitaw, and for spice we have here siling labuyo.
Labuyo?
Yeah, the long siling.
Haba po.
The first step is to, if you're using pork, you have to boil pork first. Tomatoes, fresh tomatoes.
Alright.
Okay. I think this is done. So we will get the already cooked sampalok.
Okay.
Then you squeeze this sampalok to get the sour juice. Iligisin po. Yeah. So we now have here paasim. The fish is the main ingredient.
Okay.
Then we have vegetables, the veggies. We have paasim, and we have spices here.
Alright.
Okay.
Some spice.
Mainly bawang and sibuyas and sili. Okay.
We'll part the sili.
After preparing all these ingredients, dun sa pinagsigangan, pwede rin dito ilagay yung to boil the main ingredient.
Okay.
We need some more sabaw.
Bigas?
Okay. Maybe this will make the soup more thick than the usual.
Okay. Natatapos siguro pagpapakulo natin sa tanigi.
Ang purpose po ng spices is to remove the lansa.
Sibuyas
Sibuyas.
pula.
This
Native.
is native.
Yung native po, yung maliliit.
Yung maliliit. More tasty and medyo matamis. Okay. Tapos,
Uy, naamoy na rin itong isa.
malapit na maluto yung ating fish. Sasama
Ay,
na natin.
yun ang isasama.
Sasama na natin.
Masarap daw po yung mata ng mga isda.
Masarap po yun. I don't usually put the paasim early.
Now, pwede po nating i-check kung siya ay kumulo na at pwede nang idagdag ang ibang
Okay,
mga...
kumukulo na siya.
Opo.
Malapit na maluto. So So, pwede nating ilagay itong pampaasim natin.
Pampaasim.
Which is made up of niligis na kamatis at saka sampalok. Okay.
Ano po ba yung kakong?
Ito ho ay young kangkong sprout. Yung iba naglalagay ng gabi, but that's another kind of sinigang. So that's called sinigang sa gabi. Then, pwede na natin lagyan ng either patis or asin. Tapos, i-boil natin siya. Tayo natin na half cook. Dapat yung gulay half cook lang po. Tita ko rin.
Marahil, luto na po yan?
Tingin ko luto na ito kasi kailangan half cook na yung
Half
gulay.
cook yung gulay. Okay.
Ibigay ng konti para
Sausawan na po yun.
sausawan. Yan.
So, here we are. Narito na ang sinigang na isda sa sampalok.
Sampalok.
And this is according to your family. And gusto po namin magpasalamat for sharing this with us and other tidbits as we went through the cooking.
You're welcome.
And now, I will try it. Napakasarap, tamang-tama. Pati yung anghang. Thank you once again, Bishop.
Thank you.
My city, my SM, my cuisine. Nandito po tayo sa gawaan ng okoy ng Calamba na tunay namang naiiba. Di po ba sanay tayo makakita ng okoy na pipi o kaya medyo matambok, pero ito ay napakaganda dahil bilog. Kasama po si Ginang Ami Esperidion na pangunahing tagagawa nitong okoy na ito dito sa Calamba. Pari po bang pakikwento? Saan po ba nagmula itong klaseng okoy na ito?
Ay, nag-umpisa po ito sa, sa mother ko. Mga grade school pa kami noon. Nag-umpisa siya.
Mga anong taon mo kaya yon?
Mga 1959 pa
Opo.
yun. Ang mother ko, nagtitinda siya sa palengke natin nung araw. Tapos siya, nagtitinda siya ng ganyan, mga kakaning iba-iba pa. Tapos hanggang sa ngayon, namatay na siya after mga 9 years na namamatay ang mother ko. Kami naman na nagpatuloy magkapatid.
So, likha ho niya talaga ito. Ay, naku, napakagaling naman. Mari pong ikwento nyo, ano po yung mga sangkap? Mag-umpisa ho tayo dun sa umpisang lalagyan.
Ang mga sangkap ng okoy, papaya, kalabasa, may toge, may sibuyas na mura, sibuyas na bunga, tapos merong alamang sa loob, talaga na alamang.
Tunay na bagoong o alamang inaslan lang yung pinapaloob?
Alamang talaga tawag.
Alamang?
Alamang.
I see.
Luto na yun, alamang na yun.
Niluto na rin yun?
Luto na ho nabibili namin.
Nabibili. Yung papaya ho, medyo manibalang?
Hilaw talaga.
Hilaw?
Walang hilaw.
Yung kalabasa?
Ang kalabasa, yung mga yelo na ganun.
Yelo na. Ginagadgad ito.
Kasabay ng papaya.
Magkasabay sila. Okay. Pero hilaw yun lahat.
Hilaw lahat.
Okay. Tapos ipinapatas. Ang napansin ko, ano pa naman itong parang pinakagalapong gawa ho saan yan?
Gawa sa tercerang harina.
Opo.
Tapos may itlog siya.
Okay.
Yung coloring niya, yung food color na yellow egg.
Yun. Nanonood ako, tila pag humiwalay doon sa parang pinakasandok yung okoy, luto na.
Nababrown na siya bago iihahin na.
Deep fried talaga. Ano bang mantikang ginagamit ninyo? Yung mantikang baboy?
Lola,
Ano? Ay, ano siya?
yung nasa lata.
Vegetable oil siya. Sabi niyo matandang-matanda na itong mga inyong
Mga gamit.
mga gamit, opo.
Pati nga mga sandok, tinatapes na kagaganon. Papalitan.
Ay, naku.
Sanay na sila ganyan sila
Mga ilang okoy ho ang niluluto ninyo sa maghapon?
sa kalahating araw lang po kami mula alauna hanggang 5. Less than 500.
Marami rin. Magkano ho ba ang benta kung maitanong ko?
8 pesos po.
8 pesos ang isa. Tapos kinakain ito kasabay ng ang suka. No, may sausawan po.
Ang sausawan, suka, paminta't bawang.
Suka, paminta at bawang. Ayun.
tawag.
Di